Are cars cheaper in Mexico? I've come across this question quite a bit, and it's a great point of curiosity for many, especially those of us who've pondered the cross-border car shopping spree. The answer, though, isn't as straightforward as a simple yes or no. First off, let's break this down. In Mexico, you might initially notice that the sticker prices on new cars can appear lower than those in the US. This difference often sparks the idea that cars are cheaper in Mexico. However, once you start peeling back the layers, the reality becomes a bit more complex. Taxes and import duties. Mexico has its own set of taxes and import duties on cars, which can inflate the final purchase price. These taxes vary depending on the type and value of the vehicle. While the base price might seem lower, after adding these costs, you might end up at a similar or even higher price point than in the US currency exchange rates. The fluctuating exchange rate between the Mexican peso and the US dollar plays a substantial role as well. A favorable exchange rate might make cars seem cheaper for Americans in Mexico at certain times. However, this rate changes and can quickly swing the other way. It's a variable factor that can significantly affect the final price you pay. Selection and specifications models available in Mexico can differ significantly from those in the US, both in terms of available features and specifications. Cars in Mexico are often more basic, lacking some of the luxury features or engine options offered in the US market. So, while you might pay less, you're also potentially getting less car for your money. Warranty and servicing. Another factor to consider is the warranty and servicing of the car. Buying a car in Mexico might complicate these aspects, especially if you plan to bring the car back to the US. Some warranties may not transfer across borders, and getting your car serviced or parts replaced under warranty might become a hassle or even impossible. Importing cars to the US. If you're planning on bringing a car purchased in Mexico back to the US, there's a whole other level of complexity, including emission standards, safety regulations, and import taxes. These factors can add costs and headaches to what initially seemed like a simple proposition. So, are cars cheaper in Mexico? While the initial sticker price might suggest that cars are cheaper in Mexico, the reality is nuanced. Once you factor in taxes, import duties, the exchange rate, and potential issues with warranties and servicing, the deal might not be as sweet as it initially appeared. Additionally, the process of importing the car back to the US can introduce further costs and complications. For someone living in Portland, Oregon, dipping down to Mexico for a car purchase might hold a romantic allure of adventure and savings. However, it's essential to do thorough research and weigh all the factors before making such a decision. Often, what seems like a cost-saving move on the surface might not pan out when you dive into the details. In the end, if you're seeking value, it might be worth exploring local deals or certified pre-owned options where the full costs and benefits are clearer from the outset. Plus, there's something to be said for the peace of mind that comes with buying within the established system close to home.